Alright folks, this is Big O, and this is a quick video just showing you how to find an apartment that has EV charging. I know this might seem like a no-brainer, but some folks may own an EV and be ready to move. This will help you find an apartment that has an EV. This is the method that I use because just last year I transferred from Hawaii to the mainland, and I was in a situation where I had an electric vehicle and I was looking for an apartment that had EV charging. So this is what I use to find an apartment. Very simple. It takes not even 1 minute, and I was able to find an apartment, and charging is not a problem because I charge, when I need to, and I don't really drive around that much, so my charging situation is okay. So, just to step into what we're talking about, or the procedure is I normally use apartments.com. I'm not affiliated with apartments.com, or are they sponsoring this video in any way, but this is what I used. So the easiest way to do this is to go in to type in apartments.com, and it will pop up with this screen. This is like a generic, or this is like the home screen, and you can put in the city that you want, whichever city you're moving to. You could be moving to Austin, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, Houston, wherever. Let's say Austin, Texas. Say Austin, Texas. Once you see there are 19,000, over almost 20,000 apartments available in Austin, Texas. However, you're only interested in apartments that have EV charging. So what you need to do is go to the right where it says more, click on more, go down, skip all of this stuff because it doesn't say electric vehicle charging right now. So what you want to do is go down here to where it says keyword, and you put in vehicle charging. Put in vehicle charging, and then you click enter, and boom, there are quite a few apartments in Austin that has vehicle charging. This is a lot, actually. Some big cities don't even have these many. Just looking at here, I see what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a lot of apartments. So just, if you're looking for something close to downtown, then you would click on this one. Click on this. You could do it where you check for only apartments that have the amount of bedrooms you're looking for and stuff, or you could just click on it and then you can click and see if they have 2 bedrooms and stuff like that. What they're going for. But before you go that far, the first thing you want to do is look in the unique features and make sure it says electric vehicle charging stations, which it does right here. So, and then you can go through it, put it on your watch list. Watch list kind of like I'm talking about stocks, but you can put it on your list and call the folks. They have a phone number you can call and ask if you can set up a tour for you to fly in or whatever to see the place, or if they could send you pictures of the charging. Because what I found out is all these apartments have different charging setups. I've seen some that may have only one charger, and it will have quite a few folks with EVs, and you can barely get to use the charger, so that doesn't really work. And then there's other places where you have to pay for charging, which if you are charging at home, you have to pay anyway. So it's not really, it wouldn't be a big deal for me. However, there are other situations where you, uh, in the winter time, because like I said, I moved from Hawaii, so I'm not really too accustomed to the weather, snow and ice and all of that stuff. So sometimes some of the EV charging are outside, where you plug in the car and then you have to walk all the way across the complex, in the snow and ice. And if that's okay for you, then it's not a problem, you know. Then again, there are others that have the EV charging like in the garage, where you plug your car in the garage and you just walk into the apartment building. Everything is covered. So that might be something better for you. Plus, you may only want an apartment that has, say, over 3 chargers. And one of the best advice is to go by their, like, the time that you expect to be charging, and see if the chargers will be available. you know like maybe around 6 p.m. or whatever. For me, being that I work so close from work, I mean so close to work, I can just charge whenever, and I'll still have enough charge. Unless I need to drive, like farther distances and stuff, then I'll charge in advance, and I can still drive to work 1 or 2 days, and I will only burn like maybe 20 miles of range. So, you, like I tell folks, if you own a Tesla, or sorry, I'm being I'm being, you know I'm like being a little prejudiced here, so I'm sorry. If you own an electric vehicle, you got to drive it like you fly an airplane. You always got to think about where your next charge is gonna be and how far you're gonna go, and stuff like that. You got to plan ahead. So this is what this video is about. Straightforward. You're looking for a apartment with a charger. You just go into apartments.com, and this works for any city. Like, this was Austin, Texas. You go to Charlotte, North Carolina, and boom, you put that in, and you do the same thing. You go to where it says more, and you type in your electric vehicles. I already have it. And then you click enter, or you click done, and boom, these apartments here have electric vehicles, chargers. So, and then you just click on the apartment and check where it says, like I said earlier, check the unique features. And yes, it says electric vehicle charging stations. But don't only go by them saying that, because I saw one of the most beautiful apartments and they only had like one charger, and that was kind of a game killer right there. All right, folks, but this is Big O, and thank you all for watching. Subscribe. I'm going to have more videos talking about owning a electric vehicle and living in an apartment.